Let's get started just like usual. Lengthen through that spine, chin tucks back for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Let's just reset here. Get that length again. Head turns for 10. Ready? And begin. 1, back to center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We're going to get into our warm up next. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds in between for 3 rounds. We've got 4 moves. So the first one we're going to do is we're just marching forward and back. So you can do kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so kind of like 4 count forward, 4 count back. If you're seated, just march it out in your seat. From there, we're going to go grapevine. Okay, so remember, step, back, step, step, back, step, and tap. Step, back, step, and tap. If that gets confusing, just 2-step it, okay? Just 2-step it if it gets confusing. And if you're seated, lateral tap, okay? From there, we're going to go ahead and do a rotational sweep. Okay, so we're sweeping that arm, kind of pivoting on that back foot. All right, getting into that side body. If you're seated, you can sweep without the lower body. And then our last one is ground to overhead body weight here, okay? We're just going through the motion. So if we're standing, it's pick it up and put it away. Pick it up and put it away, okay? All right, guys, 30 seconds each. We're going to start with our 4 count march forward and back. Ready, and begin. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Opposite hand and foot swing here, okay? So if your right knee is going up, you're trying to swing your left arm forward. Five more seconds. And time. Okay, so next we're going to go into that grapevine. Remember, if it's confusing, just do step together, okay? Otherwise, here we go. We're going to step it, take the other one back, step it, and tap. I'm sorry, my dryer's going off this morning. I forgot that it does that awful buzz reminder every 5 minutes. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so next we're going to go into that arm sweep, sweep, sweep. Okay, so we're going to feel this nice rotation through our torso. Here we go. 2. Our next one, we have about 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to do that body weight ground to overhead. We're going to pick that box up 2 and 1. All right, we're going to pick that box up and put it on the top shelf, okay? Let's get ready and begin. Pick it up, put it away, all right? Think of shifting your weight back in those hips. Brace your core like you're actually picking something up as you drive back up. And go at your own pace here, okay? This is your choice how quick or slow you do this one. If you feel like it's too quick and you're getting a little dizzy, slow it down. 3, 2, and 1. Round 1, going back to the top. We're going to march it forward and back. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we're going through it second time, I actually think a 3 count works better, guys, like a Charleston. 1, 2, 3, knee, 1, 2, 3, toe. I think that works better. And time. Okay, getting ready for that grapevine or that 2-step. Ready and begin. Move forward and back, side to side, rotational and up and down. Right? Moving our body in every direction for this warm up. Ten more seconds here. Then we're going to go into that rotational sweep. 2 and 1. Okay. So next, remember sweep and sweep. Okay. Here we go. Halfway. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Ground overhead is next. Okay, we're going to move up and down now. Okay. Let's get ready and begin. Pick it up, put it on the shelf. We'll get into our first working set after this round here. And time. All right. Warm up. Check. Okay. 5-minute warm up there. We're going to get into our first block. It's going to be an ABCD, 45-15. Okay. We're going to do a suitcase squat. So we're going to hold our weights in either hand and we're a sit squat. Okay. Heels are about shoulder width apart here, right? And we're going to sit it all the way down and then drive it all the way up. Okay. So full sit squat here, really loading our quads by doing this variety here. And also really putting us in the proper squat position here. Okay. So the sit squat helps us do our squat with good form. So we're going to do that. You could do a body weight, or you could also do your alternating leg extensions. From there, we're going to do a goblet. So we're going to hold our weight here at our chest. We can hold it this way or this way. And we're going to do our lateral shift. Okay. So we're firing up those side glutes here. Okay. And then, and those inner thighs as well, we're going to do a single arm row on each side. Okay. So that's our AB, AB, ABCD. All right, guys. 45 seconds of work, starting with our sit squat, suitcase carry. So we're going to have a weight in either hand. And just looking for my timer. Goodness. There we go. All right. No, that was not the right one. Oh, goodness. Where did it go here, guys? There it is. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we're going to have weights. Okay. We're going to stand in front of our chair. Let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead, sit it down, core engaged, drive up through the heels, squeeze the glutes. So I'm sitting my bottom all the way down, but I'm not getting overly comfortable there, right? I'm just sitting it all the way down. And I'm really thinking of my glutes and the front of my thighs, okay? I'm trying to contract those areas when I'm standing up, especially, okay? Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We're going to take one heavier weight or two lighter weights. Okay, and we're going to go into that lateral shift. So really wide stance here. We're going to push the hip back. Okay, hip pushes back, drive it up. Okay, so it's not knee goes forward, it's hip goes back. Okay. Try to make a mind muscle connection in those glutes, working inner thighs as well. Trying to squeeze all those areas. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Guess what? We're back to that squat. Okay, we're overloading those glutes. Here we go, back to that sit squat. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. All the way down, drive up, squeeze. Take the time to notice if you're squeezing those muscle groups. Fifteen more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, okay. Recover. We're going into that lateral shift again. Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Here we are. Sinking the hip back, driving up through the heel. Other side, right? So check yourself right here. Is my hip going back or am I jutting my knee forward? The weight should feel like it's in the heel of your foot, okay? If you feel like your heel is popping up off the ground, that's an indicator you're kind of leading through your knee instead of bending at the hip first, okay? So see if you can push the hip back towards the wall behind you, if you notice that. Five more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're going to move on to the second 2 exercises, which is just a single arm row on each side, okay? So one weight. We can do this seated, or you can split stance it and hold on to the back of your chair here, okay? Pulling into the back pocket, or the side pocket, I should say. All right, so remember our prime movers, our lat muscle, a big upper body muscle in the back. It's around the rib cage in the back. Largest muscle groups in the upper body. Ten more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Recover. We've got to even out, hit up that other side. Let's get ready. We're going to start in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Let's even out. Keep that belly button pulled back towards your spine. Halfway. Ten more seconds on this side. 2, and 1. Okay, recover. We're going back to the first side. It can feel normal for these to feel a little like a heart rate response, okay? Let's get ready. Back to that first side. Especially if you're using a weight that feels somewhat challenging for you. Remember, the lat is the prime mover, okay? If we were pulling something really heavy, we were trying to lift somebody out of a pool, right? We would be using our lower body, our core, and our lats. It wouldn't just be our arms pulling somebody out, right? We'd have to brace our whole body and use all of our large muscle groups to do it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Other side, and then we're going to put it all together for one more round. All right, we're going to take off in 5 here. Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Elbow stays close to the rib cage. Dumbbell comes back towards your pocket on your pants or shorts. Ten more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, all the way back to the top. So we're going to start with that suitcase sit squat or the alternating seated leg extensions. Feet are hip to shoulder width. Ready? And here we go. Sit it down. Stand up, drive through the heel, squeeze the glutes and the quadriceps at the top end here. Squeeze, right? Squeeze. That's what I'm thinking when I do that. I want to try to strengthen that mind-muscle connection the best I can. The more we can feel our muscles engaging where we tell them to engage, the stronger our muscles are getting. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna go to that goblet lateral shift, okay? You can start a little late if you need to, need a little extra recovery time. Wide stance here. Ready, here we go. Hip back, drive forward. I'm gonna do it from the side too, so you guys see my hips back, drive it forward versus this. This is what I don't want, right? My knee coming forward, I want my hip coming back, right? They're subtle little differences, but they make all the difference in the end, okay? So it's 15 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. One more set of our single arm rows on either side, or both sides, I should say. Here we go. Ready? And begin. Let me just, there we go. Control the weight on the way back down towards the floor. Don't let it, gravity take it too fast. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Other side, then we move on, okay? Last one in this first block here. Let's get ready in 5, 3, 2, and 1. I'm pulling my belly button back towards my spine. I'm going to keep my core braced. Already halfway through this side. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew, nice work, guys. Recover, get your drinks. We're going into a 3.5 minute block next. It's going to be a quick one, okay? We've got a 12 minute, a 3.5, a 12 minute, a 3.5 today, okay? So this one, we have 2 options here for the first exercise. You can either do the lesser of the 2 is a lateral 2-step with an arm raise, okay, a half arm raise here. Okay, so that, or you can do shuffle, shuffle, tap. Shuffle, shuffle, tap, okay? 1, 2, tap. 1, 2, tap, okay? So either or here, okay? And then after that, we're going right into, there's no rest in this 3.5 minutes. We're going into our alternating knee raises. So back, forward knee, okay? And then we're going back to that either lateral 2-step or shuffle, tap, okay, either or. And then we're gonna do the opposite of those knee raises and we're gonna do our ham curls, okay? All right, so we're gonna do that for 3.5 minutes, no rest, okay? So 30 seconds each, transitioning right to the next. Let's get ready. We're gonna start with that lateral shuffle tap or your lateral 2-step if that's confusing, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? And begin, okay? Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle. So it's like a lateral hop kind of. So watch the intensity. If it's too much, that's why we have 2 options here today. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going right into our alternating knee raise. Five more seconds, then we're going back to that shuffle, shuffle, tap, or lateral 2-step. And time, here we go. Shuffle, shuffle. You can even add a couple more shuffles in there. You want 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, even 3. It just depends on your space. How much space you have to shuffle around. 3, 2, and 1. All right, ham curls. Keep that foot flexed. Think of the back of the leg here, the back of the thigh. That's the muscle engaging to bring that heel back towards your glute. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Here we are, back to that lateral 2-step or shuffle, shuffle, tap. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we are back to our knees. Three, 2, and 1. One more round. Shuffle, shuffle, or lateral 2-step. It'll be 3.5 minutes after this. Three, 2, and 1. Recover. Woo. All right. Should feel that elevated heart rate right now. Okay. Heat in the body. That's the purpose of that 3.5 minutes there. We're going to go back to our strength work. Still a 12-minute, 45, 15, but we're just doing all 4 exercises straight through now. Okay. So our first exercise is going to be our hinge pattern, but we're going to have our weight up higher today, which is going to help target a little more of our upper glutes. Okay, so we're going to hold a dumbbell right at our chest here. My feet are hip width apart. Okay, toes are forward, and then we're just hinging, and you have to push those hips back. Okay, because you're holding that weight up front here. Making like a 90-degree bend at the hips, and then using my glutes to lift back up, okay? So just a folding motion here. Think hips going back versus head going down, okay? Hips go back and then the head follows, okay? After we do that, we are going into light weights here or no weights, okay? We're gonna do a goalpost fly, so we're hitting the back of the shoulders by this position right here, by pulling our arms back. And then we're gonna hit the top of the shoulders by going into an overhead press, okay? So press and goalpost fly here. Now, if for anyone who might have shoulder issues, we're gonna have you do our internal and external rotation, okay? So if this overhead is not for you, that is okay. Let's focus on that internal and external rotation. After that, reverse lunges, okay? Reverse lunges, load them up, body weight, hold on to some assistance, or our alternating seated leg press, okay? And then last but not least, bicep curl, lateral raise, okay? All right, so that is our 4 that we're gonna do. We're gonna start with that good morning hinge, okay? So, and if you feel uncertain, if you're worried about lower back or anything like that, take it body weight. Just put your hands up here, okay? And work on that technique of hips pushing back, right? Versus, this is what we don't want. This is me trying to lean forward here without my head. I feel like I'm gonna tip over, right? If I'm just trying to lean forward with my head, but if you push your hips back, you don't feel like you're gonna topple over, okay? All right, guys, let's get ready. We are going for another 45, 15 here, starting with that good morning in 3, 2, and 1. So this is our hinge pattern with the weight up a little higher. I'm really thinking of my glutes and my core engagement here. Feel the back of your legs working here as well. 10 more seconds. Trying to make that mind muscle connection in the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We are going into that goalpost fly with our overhead press. Remember, your option is to do your internal and external rotation if you have discomfort in your shoulders, okay? Here we go. Keep the core engaged, glutes engaged. We're getting the rear delts as we pull those elbows back. And then we're getting our top delts, the middle delts as we press up. And if we're doing the alternative, that internal and external rotation, you're strengthening all those little supportive muscles within the shoulder joint. Five more seconds. 2 and 1. Woo, okay. Next, we are going into our reverse lunges. So remember, hold on to with both hands on the chair, one hand on the chair, no hands on the chair, hold weights or your seated leg press, okay? I'm gonna hold a weight today. I'm gonna show a goblet here. Make sure that front heel and that front leg maintains contact with the floor as you're coming up right here, boom. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. Bicep curl, lateral raise, coming up. Ready? And begin. Bicep curl, bring it down. Think of your elbows as leading that lateral raise, okay? Like if there were strings tied to your elbows, that would be what's, you know, initiating the lift of the arms. Ten more seconds. Let me go back to the top. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Back to the top. So we are going into that good morning again. Okay, that hinge pattern here, holding our weight up a little higher here, or body weight, just cross your arms here. Feet under hips, toes forward. Here it is. Push those hips back. Use the glutes to lift up. Belly button is always pulled back towards the core. Searching for that mind muscle connection in the backside. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Back to our goalpost fly to pressed, or goalpost fly to internal and external rotation if your shoulders are fickle, okay? Here we go. And a light weight for that internal and external rotation, okay? They're smaller muscle groups. Halfway. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Back to lower body. Okay, so we're alternating from upper body movements to lower body, going into those reverse lunges. All of our options. I'm going to choose the harder option today, but you don't have to, okay? I'm going to weight my lunges. Halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. Bicep curl, lateral raise. 3, 2, and 1. Remember, guys, this is always your workout first and foremost. So if the duration feels too long, if you need a little extra recovery time, always take that, okay? Because the quality of your movement patterns is most important. And if you're really tired or fatigued after a set, it's going to compromise your movement pattern quality, okay? As we get stronger and more conditioned, it naturally just gets a little bit easier, okay? 5 more seconds. 3, 2, whoo, and 1. Okay, we've got one more round through, okay? Back to that hinge pattern, that good morning. So body weight or weight up towards the chest here, okay? Ready? Here we go. Remember, it's hips back. I'm using the back side of my body to lift up. My belly button is always pulled back throughout the entire movement. Really try to feel those glutes, all right? Mind muscle connection means that you have that muscular contraction going on we're looking for. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, guys. We are moving on to our goalpost fly to press or that internal external rotation. Ready? And here we go. Out, up. So remember, when we come back like that, we're thinking of the back of our shoulders, okay, our scapula, all around those muscles there. And if you're going overhead, that is, we're thinking of the top of the shoulder. 10 more seconds, and we're all done with these. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. Reverse lunges. Final set coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Remember, you do not have to load these. You can use the chair for added stability, or you could sit down and do the alternating leg press as well. And maybe it's too much. Maybe a simple squat is a better alternative, okay? So if you just feel like the lunging is too much, go ahead and take it to a squat as well, okay? So as a way we can sub something. 10 more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, okay. Final one. Bicep curl to lateral raise. Here we go. Curl. Think of the elbows leading it. Lateral raise. We are almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Nice work, guys. That was tough. That was tough. Recover, get a drink. We just have one more 3.5-minute block here. This time, instead of doing that lateral shuffle tap or two-step, we're going to be doing hay balers, standing hay balers. This is a core exercise with or without weight, okay? We're going to be baling hay over that opposite shoulder. Okay, so bale it behind us, like we're chucking it behind us, right? So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go into our ham curls, okay? So just have a place you can put your weight down so you can transition quickly without, and then we're going to go back and then we're going to do the other side, okay? We're going to do the other side and bail over the other side. And then we're going to go back to that knee, okay? So this time we will get one more round of the hamstrings like we did the first time. We got one more round of the knees, okay? So that's how we're evening out. So this is it, guys. This is just 3.5 minutes here of constant work, okay? So we're starting with the hay baler. You can pick which side you want to start with. Just remember which side it is so when we get to it again, you remember which side to go, even out onto. So let's get ready. This can be done seated too. And I like to hold my weight, and you don't even have to use a weight if you feel uncomfortable, if you're working on it, but I like to hold it like this because I just feel like I have the best control over it, okay? All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we're gonna pick a side. All right, and chuck it over that back shoulder like you have a pitchfork and you're tossing that hay behind you. Feel that rotation through the hip and the core. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, weight aside, right into those ham curls, okay? Think of flexing that foot and think of the back of the leg working. That's the muscle that's activating to allow that heel to come up towards your glute. We've got 5 seconds and we're gonna pick up that weight if you're using one and bail over the other side. And time, here we go. All right, right onto the other side. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to the knees, okay? Knee, back, forward. 10 more seconds here, then we're gonna bail over that first side again. 3, 2, and 1, okay? Grabbing that weight, going back to that first side. Ten more seconds. 2, and 1. Weight aside. Back to those ham curls. We're gonna even out after this and bail on that other side, and we are done. 2 and 1, okay. Final set here, final 30 seconds. Ten more seconds. 2 and time. All right, guys. Nice work. Woo. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a second here, get a drink. We're gonna cool down. So let's start with a wide stance here, okay? We're gonna do like our shift, like a semi-shift, okay? So just like a halfway shift, Y raise, come back up to center, drop the arms, shift it to the other side, drop the arms, shift, shift. Okay, so just think of kind of stretching those legs. We're trying to focus on this straight leg right here. Feel that nice dynamic stretch. Good. Now from here, let's bring it together. Let's take the back of our chair. We're gonna do a forward fold over the back here. Okay, so I'm trying to keep my arms on the chair here. Feel that stretch through the posterior side, the back side of my body. You can either stay nice and still here, or if you feel comfortable and you like it, you can sway your hips from side to side. Feel that little stretch on either side of your sacrum here. Good. All right. From here, let's go ahead and come back up. And then I'm gonna try quadricep stretch today. See how you guys feel about this one. Okay, I don't always do this one, but you can hold onto the side of your chair and grab onto the back of your foot, okay? I realize this may be more difficult for some than others with range of motion. So here you could always put your knee onto the chair here, all right, and see if that's any more helpful to get you back there. And if not, let's just switch it up to a hamstring stretch. So you can always hold this way. Good, switch other side. And if this one isn't working out for you, let's just take it to the back of the leg here. Okay, you can do this one here, all right? Otherwise, we're doing this hamstrings or quadriceps, I mean. All right. And then last but not least, we'll come into some side bends here. All right, so we should feel this all the way from our psoas, okay, down here, all the way up the rib cage, all the way through the back of the shoulder here. Nice side body stretch. And then the same thing, other side here. And let's go ahead and take our deep breaths. We're going to inhale up, palms together, exhale to heart. And one more time. And exhale to heart. All right, guys. Thanks for coming.